Alright, so we're going to take a look at this unique entertainment video titled, Carlos Mencia got arrested and is going to prison. I mean, how do you not watch this? Let's see what we got.
News: the LA County DA's office has hit comedian Carlos Mencia with serious criminal charges.
He is charged with tax evasion and failing to report millions in income. KTLA's Lauren Lister live in the newsroom with the details. Lauren.
Micah and Cher, the DA says if convicted, the 58-year-old comedian could potentially face over 10 years in prison.
Wait, that's not Nikki Glazer? I mean, it certainly looks like her. Maybe a prettier version, but it definitely looks like her.
In addition to paying back taxes with interest. And the message from prosecutors is this is the first case of its kind from a new tax unit, but it won't be the last.
In real life, I don't hang out with people anymore because everybody...
Okay, so if you guys aren't aware, Carlos Mencia was at the top of comedy for a while. Up until Brian Redband decided to film Joe Rogan going on stage and confronting him about stealing jokes. Now, this is a long time ago. This is before everybody realized that Joe Rogan isn't good at comedy and he steals jokes as well. But here's the thing. Carlos sort of made a little bit of a comeback. He tried to. He was on the Tiger Belly podcast with Bobby Lee, talking about that event, talking about what happened to him, talking about wishing that it wouldn't have went the way that it did, but also still copping out. Okay, saying basically he didn't steal jokes still. Okay? He was not willing to admit the fact that he did steal anybody's jokes. It was under this guise that, oh, I was making it funnier. I might have heard somebody's premise and then no, you didn't. You stole from Bill Cosby, dude. Like, I mean, that's just gross. In many ways. But the real funny thing about this is no matter how bad Carlos's life gets, Joe Rogan will never write a good joke about it. And that's just a fact. He still hasn't. Like, how do you not go on stage at some point and be like, yeah, you guys remember when I screamed at Carlos Mencia on stage? And Carlos was calling him like a bitch. He was not afraid of him, but yeah, there was too many people that were also agreeing with Joe, except for the Comedy Store and Joe's agents. Okay, they booted him, got rid of him, wouldn't let him perform. So there was like 9 years where Joe Rogan wasn't performing at the Comedy Store. Has anybody seen any clips of him performing stand-up while he wasn't allowed to go to the Comedy Store? Was he performing somewhere else? Or was he just not performing and trying to do TV gigs? Because that's a long time to be off of not doing stand-up to still be considered a good stand-up.
Everybody's too sensitive.
Comedian Carlos Mencia has brought laughs to stages and screens, but LA County's district attorney suspects it didn't end there.
I am guessing that Mr. Mencia thought that taxes were maybe a laughing matter, but they're not a laughing matter.
Prosecutors accuse Mencia of being a tax evader, charged with 12 felony counts related to alleged failure to file personal and corporate taxes from 2019 to 2024.
Okay, hold on. How was he making that much money from 2019 to 2024, which is mostly COVID time? So during the COVID time, people started checking out Carlos Mencia again? You know his real name is Ned.
Or on $8.7 million with an over $300,000 state tax bill. He was taken into custody today.
Mr. Mencia was arrested about 7:05 a.m. this morning at his home in Encino.
Mencia's comedy career spans decades, including tours, specials, the Mind of Mencia TV show, and recently the Disney animated series The Proud Family. But prosecutors...
Here's the thing, though. Where are his specials? Because I've had everything from HBO to Paramount Plus. The only thing I haven't had is Apple. And I don't see anyone holding on to his specials. Like they're still getting views. So where are they? Does he just have all that stuff? Where's all the Mind of Mencia content? Either way, like I said, the funniest thing is knowing that Joe Rogan won't have anything funny to say about this. Nothing. Even though that's like his claim to fame as a stand-up comedian. That's why so many comedians respect him, because he did do that. He confronted a guy that was stealing jokes. But he won't accept the fact that he also has stolen jokes and been confronted about it. Okay? He just thinks, oh, all is good because his podcast is successful. The reality is, folks, we just got to stop listening and watching Joe Rogan's content. He'll disappear then. He can run away with his hundreds of millions of dollars and stop making content and stop pissing people off because his lack of skill is so evident. Either way, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you.